Coach, what do you need to get better at after 2 games?
We learned a lot this weekend that we've had a hard time recreating in practice situations with 7 ladies. Playing 7, which was our rotation pretty much the entire weekend, back-to-back. I learned one thing, and one thing that I'm remembering right now, Dan, is we won't have to play back-to-back come conference. That's something that you do to prepare for conference. So we put ourselves in a tough situation on purpose to get better, and our transition defense is something that needs to improve. I think Michaela addressed that earlier. It's something we spent a lot of time working on yesterday with film and in practice, but we can only do so much in practice with the limited numbers we have. So a lot of our learning is going to have to come on the fly in game live situations.
Why is this game against Kent? I mean, it's a local team, obviously. Is
Right.
this two-part question? Why is this game important, too? Do you want to see them continue with the Kent Akron down
Well, let me start with the second part of your question. We definitely want to see the series continue. We've already signed up. I mean, Bob Lindsay and I have talked. We're going to play each other as long as we're both here. So we will continue to play Kent, and we'll continue to play Akron and Jody over at Akron. So we're excited about the local game, and especially with the economy the way it is. It's nice to have some close trips and all that. But as far as what we're looking forward to in the game, Bob is a very, very successful coach. I think he's won maybe 20 games, 11 out of the last 16 years. They're picked second in the conference. They graduated 1 player last year, a great player, but they have most everybody back. They're a good team. So for us right now, we're going into it as we're going to play to the best of our ability, and I think tomorrow's going to be a good learning experience for us.
Ellie Shields is a local player who plays for them. What do you know about her?
They're all good. We could talk about the fact that they play 3 point guards. They can all handle the ball. They're a hard team to trap and press. They've got a good post game. They've got a couple really legit posts inside. They're going to play a lot of zone. It's a very pressured zone, so we're going to have to execute well on our zone offense. Very, very system structured team. And he does a very good job coaching up his girls.
How did it go the first 2 games with the limited roster? I mean, how did you feel the girls handled it?
Yeah, I felt, Pete, if we had had a couple days in between, or at least a day in between, like conference, that we would have been able to handle that a little bit better for Saturday. We had to play in about a 22-hour turnaround from Friday night to Saturday, and just their rest. So we actually opted to not do a shoot-around on Saturday. We let them rest on Saturday, and fed them good, and we did study hall both days on the road. We're always going to do things like that on the road. I just think that we need to get 2 more people healthy. We need Kate and Caitlin to both get healthy, and right now they're not. And it might be a little while for Caitlin Gores. She's not able to do anything. So, right now we're playing with 7, and we're going to use our hand to the best of our ability. Something I was happy about was Brandy Brown, true freshman. She improved from day 1 to day 2. She averaged 10 rebounds in both games. Boki Dimitrov is a very, very natural offensive scorer. And we're playing her at the 2 because of our limited numbers, and I think that's actually working nice with Boki and Macy on the floor together. So a lot of bright spots. Rachel Manuel had the best game of her career that I've seen on Saturday. She was talking. She was a leader. She got to the free throw line 17 times, and something that I think we've been amiss that no one's really asked. So I'll say that we missed 20 free throws on Saturday. If we had hit those 20 free throws, we would have lost the game by 3 points. Probably been in the game, had a chance to win that game Saturday. So there's some things that obviously we saw a few weaknesses. They're showing their ugly head in a game, and now it's about making those better so that we can win the next time.
Cindy, with 7 players, do you kind of limit yourself from a defensive standpoint, pulling them back a little bit, not being too aggressive because
Yes. Yeah, I'm an up-tempo coach, and we're still pushing the break, but we did not press at all this weekend, and that was something that really could have helped us. We're not able to right now. So, we're trying to still find ways to mix it up in the half court and to not overextend ourselves, which I think is the key. And once again, we were playing 2 back-to-back games. This week we play Wednesday. We have Thursday off, light down Friday and Saturday, and we play again Sunday. So we can kind of, our strategy can be a little different on a normal week like this. Does that mean we're going to win both games? No. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I think that my job is to continue to coach this team every day, to make them as good as individual players and as good together as a team every single day, and then positive things will happen come January.
This is probably a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it
Dana,
anyway.
There's no such thing as a dumb question. You ask great questions.
When football teams need a kicker, they hold tryouts. Can you do anything to get more players?
We've had tryouts. At this point, it's kind of slim pickings when it's November. We've had 3 or 4 young ladies come and try out, and none of them we feel comfortable putting them on the floor with our girls, probably for their own safety. We've tried to get practice players. It'd be not where we still could add 2 guys, and we're having a hard time because our practice time is 1 to 4, and that creates some other dilemmas finding they have to be eligible, they have to have the same grades as a male player, they have to be a full-time student. I mean, there's so many other restrictions. They have to be within their 5th year. So the one guy we have is great. He played at Bourbon High School, and we're happy to have him. So.
But you have tried to get other players in here through a tryout.
We've had flyers up for the last 3 months. We've told everybody we know. So if there is a young lady here at Youngstown State that thinks that she wants to be on our basketball team, I ask her to come and see me. I'm in Beagley.